Good morning, boys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Daddy of 13. How's it going, Kevin?
Ari,
Ari?
good morning. Rodney, good morning.
Johnny?
Rodney, Johnny, and Kevin.
Kevin.
Just getting everything set up. I'm a bit flustered.
When are you not flustered?
Let me see. I've been married 38 years ago, Rodney. Hello, Dean.
Hey, Dean. Hello. AZ John, dude. Good morning. Mela, good morning. Just love the intro music. Yes, sir. That's kind of a new one. That's smoke reveal like that.
Oh, yeah.
New one.
Who's your artistic? Sorry, Rodney.
That's all right. I usually use this one. Because it's cool.
Who did that one for you, Rodney?
I actually did that.
Wow, talent as well as good looks.
No, it's not. It's easy to do when you have an application that does it for you. Hey, Tim Jackson's in the house.
Oh, there goes the neighborhood. Oh, hi, Tim.
I wasn't going to say that, Ari, but since you did.
Poor Tim.
I know. Everybody, I used to pick, when he'd come on here, I'd pick on him so bad. In fact, I am going to put the link in the chat for a few seconds. So, Tim, Dean,
picking on
anybody,
Tim
if you all want to join.
Picking on Tim is almost a national sport, you know?
It is.
Rodney, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing all right. Oh, my goodness. Wonder what happens if I refresh my screen because, I know where I can get the link.
Hang on. I've got it in an email here somewhere.
Yeah, I got it right here.
See, unlike certain people who won't be named, Matt North, you remember to email me a link.
All right, it's there for 30 seconds, guys. Peter Carroll? Anybody else that would care to join? I know Dennis will be here shortly. No. So what you guys got planned for today? Well, Ari, I know you're probably going to be going to bed shortly, but
yeah, it's sort of wind down time. Spend an hour having coffee with Rodney and friends and wander off, maybe watch a bit of television with the family, go to bed at my usual early hour of 1 or 2 a.m.
Yeah, we balling some crawfish and got a bushel of crabs for later. So we
all right.
Of course, the weather looks like a lot of rain coming, so I don't know. But anyway, we already got them coming, so we got to do them.
Dean's going for a ride. Good on you, Dean. I went for one last weekend up to visit Tim Jackson, 400 kilometers round trip. And towards the end of that, it's the longest trip I've done in maybe 10 years on a motorcycle. And I was thinking, this is a young man's game. And I did all of that. And I did all of this to visit Tim Jackson. Wow.
he should have been coming to visit you.
He has. He came down to visit me when he got his new car.
Oh, okay, cool.
He better not tell anyone I'm not a dedicated friend. By the time I got home, I was ruined. I was in bed for the day after that.
Well, where does he live? Tim, where do you live?
Tim lives near a little place called Karoy, which is about 200 kilometers north of me. It's a lovely scenic run. I love going up there in the car, but yeah, the bike was just a culture shock.
Well, is it in the same state that you're in, or?
Yes, yeah, he's in Queensland.
And Ari, I don't know about you, but if you ever on a bike and you're like 400 or 500 miles away from home and it's raining and you're like thinking, man, I got a really nice truck at home. Why am I on this damn bike?
Mm-hmm. I do not ride at night or when it's going to rain. I'm old now. I got nothing to prove.
I won't leave in the rain, but you will get caught in the rain,
Dan, mate, I'm nearly 60 and I'm riding a bike that weighs 800 plus pounds, more if I've got one of the kids on the back. That's good enough for me. I'm not going to push it. A 17-year-old bike too. It's not like it's got cruise control or ABS brakes or anything. No, the rain can. I'll stay out of it.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's unavoidable, I guess, if you're on a trip. But anyway, yeah. It's,
I had to upgrade my license class to get this. My wife bought me the bike earlier this year as a birthday gift, and here in Australia they have a staggered licensing scheme with bikes, and I had to upgrade to the biggest, most unlimited, blah blah blah. And when I went in there, do you know the SOBs made me go to an occupational therapist for an assessment to see if I was still fit to ride a bike of that size.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I see I know there's that 98-year-old guy that drives, and he, believe it or not, he was telling me one day in a barbershop, the little guy, well, I don't go to barber, but I was there just talking.
Yep.
But he was saying something about texting. I'm like thinking, I said, Lord, this guy's talking about texting. He's 98 years old and driving, and that's what's wrong with,
Some people manage to drive, right late in life. A few people I've heard of well over 100, and they still drive quite well because they're aware of their reflexes. They make allowances.
So, Rodney, are you going to watch the big Zeno event this morning at 10 o'clock?
The what?
The Zeno Mini 2 Pro, whatever they calling that little mini. They got Hubson's got a live event at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m.
I didn't know about it.
Yeah, they're supposed to weigh it. They're supposed to fly it. They're supposed to give away 10 drones and, I guess produce the drone that they're saying are coming out. So,
Huh.
Well, I suppose, if you won like 5 of them, you can maybe swap them for a DJI.
That's a good theory. They might not like to hear that.
Is it on YouTube or?
Yes, you live on I guess Hubson USA, or I don't know. It's I'll look for it in a minute and try to. But yeah, I mean, every time you buy another drone, and even though I bought the little Beamy Mini and I was flying, and it really does fly pretty good. But after you get it up and you're kind of moving around and you're doing different things, it's like, man, I got the Mini 2 in there, or the Air 2. Why am I really flying something else? And I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why. What it's about? Why do you have to buy another drone? But you got to start fighting that feeling off, especially with what's.
Yeah. Well, see, as much as I would like to buy the Evo 2 Pro,
right?
I've got a Phantom 4 Pro and I've got a Mavic Air 2.
Right.
The only reason,
and I've even got a Spark. So, I mean, I really don't need another drone. And now I'm looking at maybe getting into the FPV hobby. I've actually taken the steps to get into the FPV hobby.
Right.
So now I may be spending my hard-earned cash on that.
But we all like to put trash on DJI, and I understand it's like Apple bashing, but bashing Apple products. But there is undeniably just something about the feel and the operation that is intrinsically pleasing. I didn't buy the Evo 2. I wanted to, mainly because, none of the no-fly zones and all this sort of BS. And then I always hang off a month or two for problems. And I heard about the cases cracking and Ron Lockwood and a couple of others. So I held off a bit longer. And then a friend of mine, a commercial operator here in Brisbane, got one. And I flew it. And it looks like $1 million. And it flies like a bus. I don't like the feel. So, as much as I'd like there to be a viable alternative to DJI, I'm still going to fly it for a while, I guess.
Yeah.
So
hey, I want to say good morning to Buying Space. Good morning, Ken.
Hello, everyone. So to quote Douglas Adams, it hung in the fly the same way that bricks don't. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that's about it. No, it was sort of like, flying the Evo 2 and maneuver, it must have been like how Captain Smith felt when he was trying to miss that iceberg with the Titanic. I've got 1.5 miles. I should be able to turn.
Yeah,
crunch.
Better start turning now.
Except the vessel costs a little bit, the price difference in the vessel. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little, not a lot.
Look, I would imagine it's just acclimatization. If I'd have started out on an Evo and I was then flying DJI, that would have felt weird too.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
they
people,
flew
people like
exactly
to knock.
alike.
It's funny how people do knock. I mean, and listen, even when a DJI drone comes out, it seems like somebody finds, say, a fault or something. And listen, none of them are perfect, but it's definitely.
None of us are real fond of the Chinese. I know that China's not in high favor in the US, but hey, they threatened to nuke us last week, so we like them even less at the moment. But yeah, where else are you going to buy a decent drone?
What'd you do? Step on their toy?
We were the country that first called for that inquiry into the origins of COVID, and since then they've blocked about half of our trade, and except for iron ore, because they can't get by without our iron ore. But they're not very happy with us. Let's just say.
Well, that's worse than stepping on their toy.
Yeah, and so their mouthpiece paper announced last week that if we were foolish enough to join the United States in opposing an invasion of Taiwan, that we would receive incoming missiles, almost word for word.
Oh, wow.
So it just doesn't pay to get on the wrong side, or it doesn't pay to be America's friend. I don't know. The Chinese are harder to get on with, but they make better drones.
There you go. Well, actually, Chinese make the Evo too. Evo also, don't they?
Oh, look, if they don't make the whole drone, they make the parts for everything on the face of the planet, don't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
I believe so. It's funny because where I work, there's certain things we can't use, but
the components of everything you can use are made in China.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Did the American government put a ban in place for Huawei? The Chinese telco company, their equipment. We did that first, like about 3.5 years ago. We banned Huawei from being part of our telephone network rollout and 5G and everything else. That's when the rots. There's no sense of humor, the Chinese.
Thanks, buying space.
Yeah, I don't remember who was the latest. We banned Huawei. That was several years ago. I know because I happened to have a Huawei phone at the time. And but we banned somebody else more recently than that. I don't remember who it was.
Yeah. That's what, I think the US listed 21 more companies last week.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, that you're not allowed to trade with anymore. What can I say? America, we've got an awful lot of unoccupied space in the north end of the country, really close to China, and you got a lot of nuclear missiles looking for homes.
Yeah, there you go.
Morning, Michael.
Michael Blades.
Michael Blades.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, it's a crazy world we live in nowadays.
It is, mate. But it was no easier for our parents. They were the Korea WW2 generation, and I don't think it's going. Our kids have been lucky; they haven't had their war yet, but it'll come.
Unfortunately, that's probably true.
Probably, yep.
At the moment, boy, I'm going to get in trouble for this. At the moment, their biggest problem is deciding whether they're male or female.
Yeah, without going down that road, but
yeah, I only said that because my kids sometimes watch, so I'll get it in the neck afterwards.
Well,
yeah. And if the LGBTQI community, or as my daughter calls them, which I love, the alphabet mafia, are offended, then I'm sorry. It was only a joke.
Michael Blade, you'd be awfully careful with that. The only thing, if you're going kayaking near trees, that's the one thing I'd be very, very leery of.
Oh, yeah.
Because trees will confuse it if it sees them at all.
I always turn off the obstacle avoidance around the trees now, Dennis.
Well, then it won't see it at all.
It can often get in your way, you know, like you're trying to get out of the way of that small branch over there, but the obstacle said so won't let you get that close to that big branch over there. You know, that's
right. Yeah, I understand.
Rodney, is Chris doing his? He's got bad weather, or is he not doing the sun? Chris Hope.
You mean doing a sunrise today?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't usually do one on Saturday.
Oh, okay. I thought
it's just Dennis and I on Saturdays. Every now and then, when we get someone to do it, Fly Natural will do it.
right.
But Chris and Fly Natural are mostly on Sundays. So
yeah, on occasion they'll they have a special sunrise and extra time or whatever, and they'll join on Saturday. But it's pretty unusual.
yeah, I mean they're more than welcome to. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
So
there's a question in the chat there.
It's probably no sun. They got a lot of bad weather coming from that way to this way, so he probably would get washed out this morning.
Ari, you were about to say something?
I was just going to say there's a question there from Buying Space. He says art. I assume it might be me because I didn't see art in here. Am I afraid of the American Space Force and how or if it's going to affect drones in the US? Well, I'm not in the US. I'm an Aussie, assuming you're asking me. Listen, I worry about every agency on the face of the planet infringing on drone rights, but no, the American Space Force no more than anybody else. We've just formed our own Space Force ourselves. We get on pretty well with you guys. It's okay. It's Amazon I'm more frightened of.
There you go.
Is Amazon going to be doing drone deliveries in Australia?
To my house now. Them and Wing Aviation, they've been delivering around here in testing. Funnily enough, they were delivering to a house 4 doors up. But when I got the app and checked, they wouldn't deliver to me, which I thought, great, you know, because I don't want them flying near my house. But I sent him an email, idiot, and said, hey, you know, how come, because, you know, I'm an REPL and I'm in the drone industry, and how come you're delivering to the house 4 doors up and not to me when I'm actually geographically closer? Because I was just curious. Nothing. 2 weeks. Then they sent me an email saying essentially, thank you for your inquiry. We've now improved your address as an experimental destination. Please press on this link to get your free packet of Tim Tam biscuits delivered by drone tomorrow. I kid you not.
Oh, my goodness. So you set yourself up.
Yeah, mind you, the wife likes the idea that you can have a hot roast chicken delivered by drone.
Yeah,
You meant to go out there with the shotgun? Oh, look at this, mother. Not only did I get it, but it landed cooked.
Hey, good morning, Thomas Ariels.
Hey, Tom. And Peter Carroll. Didn't see you there, buddy.
So Ari, they do actually make deliver. I mean, do they? I mean, how's it? Is it dropped? Do you actually?
Yeah. It's they've actually just released a new model drone to get the noise level down, but they're a winged drone with 6 lift motors and 4 motors for forward motion. They fly at around 250 feet and they descend down to about, depending on, you know, they know your yard,
Right.
maybe 60 or 70 feet, and they lower a little cardboard container on a zip line, and you go out and you unclip the zip line and they wind it up and fly away.
Cool.
So
I have not actually ordered anything yet, but what I'm going to do, I've teed it up with my kids. When they do the first delivery here, I'm going to have the Mavic 2 Zoom up in the air at about 300 feet waiting. So I'll try and have some good footage of drone delivery in action. And, you know, ramming speed, like Rodney's time in the Navy, ramming speed, and the automator bangs the drum even faster. Boom, boom.
So this is supposed to be a convenience, right? But if you have to be home in order for this to take place,
I'm about to say, do you have to be? Or you could wait till your neighbor orders something and just go get his delivery.
That's right, yeah.
You need a drop mechanism on your Zoom, mate.
Go deliver something to them.
Yeah. On top of the drone. Oh, so I didn't know you were there. They're pretty big, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And fairly noisy, but I haven't heard the new ones yet. We'll find out.
Have I met Johnny Dronefly before?
I think so, Matt. But it's probably been a while. But
Yeah. Okay. Well, go again.
yeah,
Well,
absolutely. Nice to
welcome,
meet
Matt.
you. Good morning.
Nice to see you.
Absolutely. Yeah. How you going, Dennis?
Good.
Yeah,
thanks.
Matt, welcome back, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you, mate. Yeah.
For those
Good to
who
be
don't
home.
know, Matt is Northeast Drone Productions.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Hey, Dennis.
somebody was asking about Matt the other day in one of the chats because you haven't been on or something, Matt. Actually, I forgot what what show was said. I haven't seen Matt in a while.
Yeah.
He was on last night. It was nice to see you there.
I was. Yeah. Yeah. I did my first show for, I don't know, 5 weeks, I think, something like that.
Last night U.S. time. This morning Australia time.
Yeah. It's only been 12 hours. What's the time now? Yeah, about 12 and a half hours when I started going live, and I'm still in the same clothes. Look at that. Grubby bastard.
I had the decency to change, not flexing or anything.
You couldn't flex, mate. You could have muscle with that. Now, Michael Blade. Michael Blade. How are you? How's everyone?
Hey, Eric, RCKZ.
Thomas, how are you, Peter? Yep. G'day, everyone in the chat. Oh, God, I'm missing all this chat. How you going? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. And I've got, I've edited up some videos, one for tomorrow, and I've just finished the one after for the week. I flew an extinct volcano.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You've already been one-upped. There's that idiot who flew his drone into the live volcano.
Yeah, that would have got tickled with a bit of fire, that thing.
Yeah.
Well, I saw two. I saw one guy do it with an Air 2, and when he got it back, the bottom was melted. But the one that came out last week was a guy flying the DJI FPV drone right into the plume,
Yeah. And I have to wonder if he did that on purpose or if he got over it and was trying to raise it. Because
No, purpose.
if you listen to the sound, as soon as that drone got over the lava, man, those motors spun up like crazy.
But he was on Ken Herron, and he's supposed to answer that question. Ken asked, like, what do you think? Did he run it in there on purpose or did he do it by accident? So he didn't answer the question live, but
he would have got a lot of money from every news agency that ran that piece of video. So, I think it probably would have paid for the $2,000 for the FPV drone, probably by a factor of 100.
I would imagine, Rodney, naturally, though, that those motors would spin up because probably the first thing to melt on there would be the props.
Very true.
That's a good point. Hey, I want to say good morning to FSU grad 03.
Hey, FSU grad 03. Sorry. Tomas, Eric.
I wonder though, because although it's spinning in hot air too, so the props are going to get hot anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, and the hot air is less dense than the cool air, so it would even before they started to melt, they'd have to accelerate to get the same amount of lift.
Yeah. No wonder he spun them up. My goodness. What do we got? Tim cooked his steaks. Him and his missus sitting on the couch now, full bellies, half asleep. How's that?
How did the ribs go, mate?
Oh, I said to Tim, think of Homer Simpson when he thinks of donuts. That's exactly how they went. No. They were awesome, man. Oh my goodness. See, I cooked up another rack of ribs for my neighbours because they looked after my place and watered me plants and stuff while I was away. Nice. So I always cook them up some ribs. And
just let me specify: are we talking pork or lamb or what are we talking about here? Yeah, pork stay away from me, you disgusting, unkosher little goy.
Oh, that's right. The Jewish man. That's right. I forgot about you.
Don't worry, mate. As long as it's kosher pork, blessed by the rabbi, I'm okay.
Yeah, well, the rabbi came in earlier.
That's all right.
He walked past my house, and I just showed him the ribs, and he went, bless, 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 and he went, so you're right, mate. Yes. He doesn't come by that often. He comes over when he smells the barbecue going.
You're still telling him it's lamb, right?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, keep eating it, mate.
My daughter would love you. You know, my very own daughter calls me a hook-nosed oven dodger, and I love you.
Are you kidding?
No, dead serious. Dead serious. She introduces
That
me
is
to her friends,
shocking.
you know. Yeah, this is Bella. This is my father, the hook-nosed oven dodger.
That is shocking.
That's
That
true
is
love. She says it with a smile, though. Yeah.
Does she? That's terrible. What a thing to say. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
just tell the rabbi it's pork flavored lamb.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't put any rosemary on it. It tastes like pork. I got some. I got to expect a parcel, Dennis, in the next 3 to 5 years. I've got something coming your way.
Cool.
So
Thanks in
I'll tell you
advance.
now, mate. I'll tell you now. It's Da Vinci Studio version.
Cool. Wow.
Yeah.
I could use another copy of that.
Yeah, so can I. I've lost mine.
Maybe you send it to somebody. Yeah.
Well, hey,
Yeah, maybe you send it to
send one to
someone.
me, and I'll keep it in safekeeping. So you guys, in case you lose it again.
Wait,
Rodney will be our backup. Yeah, there you go.
let me just ask you that. What are you going to do with it, Rodney?
I'll put it in my safe. Once I download it onto my computer, of course.
Out with the Premiere Pro and in with the Da Vinci.
Well, you're going to go over to Da Vinci anyway, weren't you?
I am going to try and learn Da Vinci now because the time is quickly coming. Got another credit card paid off, so the time is quickly coming where I'm going to be retired and I won't be able to afford the Premiere Pro anymore.
You mean you pay for? Oh, never mind.
Irish part.
Ari, we've already had this discussion, brother.
Jim Hawkins.
Yeah. That's the only thing that stopped me from going to Premiere Pro to start with, because they wanted me to pay a monthly. No.
No, I would never pay monthly. All the you can still get a standalone version, and that's all I would ever use.
It took me 2 years to suck up to Dennis long enough before he sent me it.
He's tough like that, Matt.
He's a tough nut to crack.
Glass fills slowly, Matt.
It does. It does. I know. Well, that's a drought.
Drones Productions. Good morning.
There's a bloody drought, Dennis. There's been no water in that cup for a while. All of a sudden, it filled up. Good on you, mate. Really do. Again, mate, I'll tell you, I've just upgraded to 17 too, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. There's just
some nice features in that.
Oh, boy. Yeah, really good, mate. Really good. You can really play with it, especially log file, You can really have a crack at that. Newfound. How are you, Bill?
So what is log file?
It's like RAW. Like if you shoot a RAW photo.
Oh, okay. RAW.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and in the Mavic 2's case, you're shooting with 10-bit color profile instead of 8. So the information that you're actually getting in that file, even though you look at it and go, "Oh my god, that looks like," you're actually captured a lot more info. So you can grade it and all that sort of stuff if you're so inclined.
If you can grade.
That's right. Yes.
Matt is very, very good at great color grading.
Yeah.
Matt,
that's one of the reasons actually.
Except Casey Ferris.
That's one of the reasons actually I stay with Premiere Pro, because I can't color grade worth crap, guys. And there is an automatic button in there. So I put all my pieces in and I run through and I bring up the automatic settings. And then that gives me a starting point where I can adjust from there to get it uniform. I couldn't do it from scratch, not in a million years.
You're dealing with 8-bit though, aren't you?
Not always. I just haven't been game to post anything that I took in 10-bit.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Because I haven't seen any of your log footage that you've got there.
No, but it's not that you didn't color grade before you were doing it in log.
No, that's more just color correction. Just especially with it depends if you had your settings wrong. Maybe until you find out how your camera works.
Hey, mate, remember my early exposure values? I had a lot of footage. I had a lot of footage that needed heavy work. Yeah,
I do. I used
to burn my footage to death, man.
Yeah. Do you mind if I tell everyone? Yeah.
No, go for your life.
Ari's useless. No, I didn't say that. No.
Well,
No,
Just
can't
went right
say
to the
anything
point there,
because
Ollie.
he gave you permission.
So,
he did.
just
He did. No, but what he was doing was actually because he couldn't see the screen on the iPad, he would pump it up so he could see it, right? So it's overexposed to the buggery. But what he didn't realize is the footage that he's taking is that overexposed. And everything he got back, he was showing me. And I was going, what's going on here?
Actually, no. By the time I met you, I was just getting an inkling. The footage I was showing you, I'd taken in the previous 12 months. But hey, I never claimed to be anything other than a pilot. I can fly anything. I can't.
No.
I'm not a cameraman.
so
No,
Getting off my,
public service announcement here. Myra Elaine is looking for a link to that volcano footage. If somebody could provide it in the chat.
That won't be released until Sunday week Australian time. I've got a different one coming out tomorrow. So that'll be another week away. Sorry. You're gonna have to. I'll give her a secret link. Ooh. Yeah. So sorry. Yeah. That's a week away. I've only just finished uploading it.
I'm
Anyway.
looking for the YouTube link now.
Oh shit. Well, it won't be there, mate.
Yeah.
I think she wants the one from Iceland.
Oh,
Where the guy flew his DJ.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Sorry, I just finished talking about a volcano. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we know how modest you are.
I love you, Rodney.
Rodney, your grammar is so poor. We know how modest you aren't.
Mm.
Yeah.
There you
yeah.
There you go, Rodney. Can I? No,
Dennis has got it.
no. You got it?
I got it. There you go, Myra. Captured Live Connection. Good morning, Stevie.
Hey, Stevie.
House.
William
Leavenworth.
Leavenworth.
Hey, William. Good morning.
Stevie, how are you, mate? He should get his butt on here. It's been a while since I've seen him on a live show.
Stevie wants your autograph, Rodney.
What's my autograph?
Yeah, he does. He's gonna come get it.
Oh, okay. Well,
If not, he'll make a video about it.
let me.
Oh, she does want the one. Hang on, who's doing that? Buying spaces. Does want the one from my channel. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's next week. Next week.
Oh, she does want yours. I see. Okay. Well,
There's no
sorry
accounting
about
for
that.
taste.
Yeah, so
No.
take that comment back, Rodney.
No accounting for taste.
No, I will not. Sorry.
I knew what she was on about.
So moving right along there.
Yeah. Sorry. I broke up the
Um,
conversation. That's all my fault.
Yeah, it did, didn't you? Dennis,
I
you're such a
did.
troublemaker. You are. Everywhere you go, it's causing trouble.
Yeah.
You know,
that's what I
he
do.
just started doing that too, Matt. I don't know
Mhm.
what's gotten into him.
You just started noticing.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it is.
See, it took 2 years to listen to Dennis.
Everybody, the link to the panel is in the chat. Be there about 30 seconds. If anybody else cares to join, Steve, SJM Drones and Media. Good morning.
Brave
If
man.
anybody
Rodney.
else wants to join, Stevie?
Well,
Anybody-
I learned my
anybody-
lesson. I don't leave it there long, and I make sure that whoever comes into the
Green room.
green room is legit.
And
Mm.
anybody at all, we don't have any standards. We'll take anybody.
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, I trusted Dennis Lovelady that one day, and he disappointed me.
He
Yeah.
did. Oh, that's right. They used Dennis's name.
That's right.
No, really.
You know, I felt so bad for Dennis.
I missed that. It
Don't
sounds
feel
like I
bad
missed
for him. He was born like that, Rodney.
He just popped in with his birthday suit on. That's all.
To
Yeah.
me, happy birthday.
something.
With his ukulele.
Speaking of birthdays,
Yeah, that guy should have had a ukulele. That would have.
that probably would have been Dennis Lovelady right there.
Yeah, that's right. You say, well, Dennis has lost it.
I don't know if Joan Worship is watching or what, but today is his birthday.
I was gonna sing happy birthday to him. And
Hasn't anybody killed him yet? Happy birthday, Dan.
Happy birthday, Danny. I don't know if you're watching, but happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dan.
Dan, actually, that came up on my Facebook. I think it did.
So what? He's 25.
Yeah, I think he's in his 30s, but who knows?
Young fella.
Mela wants to know if somebody's suggesting that we're all legit.
We're legitimate. Just legitimate. What is the question? Is the question?
Yeah, we're all legit. We just don't know how.
Sorry, I'm just looking at something on Facebook.
So I watched part of your live stream this morning while I was waiting to do the sunrise.
I can understand if you only watched a little bit of it. I really can.
Come on, I left halfway through, Matt. You should have got some numbers bump after that.
They went through the roof, brother. I had about 20 thumbs down, and when you left, they all went back to likes.
Well, that was because I logged out on all of those accounts, Matt.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
He's always got 15 aliases. He's got 15 aliases. Yeah,
He has. He has. How do you think he gets views on his own videos?
That's right. No, I rely on my kids and their aliases.
Oh dear. Is there something specific about the live show, Rodney? You didn't say anything in the chat.
No, well, I wasn't on the live show. It was early this morning when I got up. I was watching the post. I did make a comment.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't see you on there.
And there was a verbal comment, right, Rodney? What's this jerk doing now?
Yep.
What an idiot. Guy goes away for 5 weeks and he comes back expecting everybody to forgive him. Gee.
That's a comment. That qualifies.
It's true. It's like putting on an old pair of slippers.
Oh my goodness. Let me see. I did make a comment.
Did you?
Yeah.
After the fact or during the show?
It was. I didn't watch the live stream. I watched the post. The app.
It'll be in comments.
Let's have a look. What did Rodney write? Oh yes, I did. Yes, I saw that and I acknowledged that, Rodney.
Oh, I see that now. Yeah. I see it now. So.
Attention
Do
to
any of
detail.
us want to check it out, Matt, or will it, sear our eyeballs?
Oh, we had a bit of a laugh this morning. That was good. It was poor old Tim.
Ken is here. Ken from Chicago. Well, Ken Hopper.
Hey, Ken, place it here.
I guess he's still working in Chicago.
Oh, Fighting Space. That is Myra, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Morning, Ken. I called her Ken earlier.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry.
This goes with your previous comment, Ari, earlier.
I got her confused with Place It Here. Fighting Space, Place It Here. Easy to do.
Oh, yeah, they sound so much alike.
Don't they?
Felt a little different, though. Just a couple of.
Yeah, the
Just a little bit
spelling is
different.
a little different.
Now I'm all embarrassed.
Talk to the logo.
You'd be used to
Isn't
that.
like,
The
isn't that the
pulsating
same as
logo.
talk to
look,
the
look.
hand?
Come on, Rodney. Come out and play. Come out of the closet, Rodney.
No, Rodney.
Oh my goodness.
You'd be right, Rodney. I think it was like 5 weeks ago. Speaking of being embarrassed, Rodney went to his trying to get to the airport with his Daisy Dukes on that we were talking about. Got to hit your lift.
I remember that conversation.
So being embarrassed, water off a duck's back.
Hey, Charlie, Drone Psyche,
Hey, Charlie, how's it going, brother?
live with Captain Ray.
Charlie.
Oh. I haven't seen Captain Ray on here in a while.
No, I haven't seen him at all in a while.
I think they're flying this morning. Yeah, I think they're.
Now, I did watch Ray's latest video with the car show. Man, that 64 and a half Mustang,
Yeah.
that thing was sweet. That's what my wife wants. She
Did you
keeps
see
trying
those,
to talk me into getting it for her.
Did you see those pictures, Rodney, of that 64 Chrysler Valiant?
I did.
Drove that 2,500 kilometers, mate.
Wow.
She went,
Apparently it runs pretty good.
dude. It sits there, it's idles. The motor's not even moving, mate. Oh, it's incredible. Really is. For the age of the car, it's a fantastic thing. Just changed the water pump and a couple of hoses before we left, and off we went.
Wow. So
Didn't-
it's what, 27 years old?
no, more than that.
More than
60,
that.
It's a year you're older than me, Rodney.
Yeah. But it's not older than me.
No,
There are no machines older than you. Oh no, no. I lied. The HMS Victory is still afloat. Stick with your friends, Rodney.
Actually, it's not afloat. It's sitting in a dry dock.
Well, that's true, but I bet you it'd still float.
Now, the USS Constitution is still afloat.
That's only because you swam underneath and propped it up with bricks.
Have you ever been on a float, Rodney?
Afloat?
Yeah, like in a parade or something like that.
No.
What town did you grow up in?
I grew up in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
They don't have parades there.
They have parades, yeah, but I wasn't in them.
No.
I was shy back then.
Rodney, we have to get you on a Mardi Gras float.
You know where I was going.
Boy, Johnny, that may have been the wrong thing to say with Matt in the house. Ain't no telling where that road's going to lead.
Now, I don't know what you mean by that, Rodney.
Figure it out, Matt.
That could go. Yeah, right. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I know where you're going with that now. God damn.
So,
Closet door's closed.
you know, I've been to a Mardi Gras. It was in Mobile.
Mobile, yeah.
My ship, the last ship I was on, we were doing a NATO cruise, and we pulled into Mobile, Alabama, and I got to admit that was pretty exciting to actually get to witness a Mardi Gras. I would have rather been in New Orleans, but
Rio.
Alabama was okay.
I had a chance to go to the New Orleans Mardi Gras. It declined. Just
I've ridden in about 4 or 5 parades. It's fun. It's fun. It's a day, and it's definitely an experience. I will say that.
yeah.
Rodney,
I want to go to the one in Rio. I really do want to go to the one in Rio. I just don't want to be murdered while I'm there. That's a crazy joint.
oh, you picky bugger.
What's up, Ari?
Don't worry about it, mate. I'll flag you in a second. I'm just up to mischief.
Oh,
Oh no.
here we
Probably a
go.
picture of that Mardi Gras photo. He was in Sydney. Now,
Yeah, but I put your face on
it. Don't use your body.
You can talk, bud. At least
Yeah,
I've got
I
an
know.
excuse. I got this way by being injured. Yours was all hard work and discipline.
I injured once. I chipped my tooth on that bloody steak bone.
Okay. Yeah, we were talking about Ray Kelly's next video. I actually have a short clip preview of his next upcoming unreleased video. I was wondering if I could share the screen here, Rodney.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And we'll go there, and we'll go there. And hopefully if I go like this.
Okay, you
Is that
ready
okay?
for me to share it?
Yes, please. I always thought that Ray was in the American police force, but apparently not.
Have a look at him.
Police
that's not like
brutality.
Ray at all.
Shame, 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 Tavarich Ray.
Have a look at him. Oh, that's incredible. That's a great app. That really is a great app.
I do help it along a bit here and there. It's very difficult with certain face shapes. So sometimes touching the face before you import it into the app can make the world of difference.
Hey, good morning, Chris. Sunrise Water Media.
Hey, Chris.
Hey,
Hey,
Chris, how are you, mate?
Ari, share the one you did of Matt.
Which one is that? The three?
You did 3. There was one where he's a pilot or something.
Yeah, hang on a second. I'll bring that up. You stick with me, Matt. I'll get you all in trouble.
I know. Oh, Ivanhoe Dam.
Don't fly under that bridge, Ari.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Still got your drone. That's the main thing.
Yeah, true.
Hey,
I still should have flown under the bridge.
hey, Dennis.
Yes, sir.
My memory card wasn't full.
It was missing.
It was missing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard you say that.
All right. My goodness. Uh-oh.
I do that all the time, Rodney. Don't feel badly about it. But don't forget to format your internal storage. So
Ron is jogging.
you have
Right.
that extra space.
Okay. Hey, Ron.
Hey, Mr. Ron.
Okay, I've
Can't hear you, Ron.
Ron's exercising.
Cannot
No
hear you.
audio, Ron. No audio, Ron. No
Ron,
audio.
no
Ron.
audio.
Ever the professional Ron.
you're a charmer.
He must be working.
Still nothing. It's good to see him up and about, though. He was crook as a dog the other week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went out.
He just
Okay,
can't take
yeah.
a joke, can he?
Rodney, if it's okay to share the screen again, I'll share
Yeah,
with the.
go ahead.
This is basically a snapshot of Matt North and and his humble nature. First, we have Matt as he would like us to think he flies. Okay, this can be followed up with not closing the wrong window would help. Oh dear. Unshare me for a minute, thanks, Rodney.
Hey, Ron.
Ron, how you doing, brother?
Morning.
Hey, Ron.
Trying to exercise the old lungs to get the last of this junk out of here. Oh,
Roger that.
Yeah, not doing too good, was you?
trying my best.
Yeah. It's good to see you got my email, Ron.
Doctor wanted to put me in the hospital last week, and I'm like, no, not happening. So,
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that, mate. You were really crook, man. Did you do something though? You're on the brink of bloody pneumonia or something, weren't you?
that's what he said. He said, Ron, I'd really like to put you in the hospital for a couple of days and some IV antibiotics. I'm like, no, give them to me. I'll stay at home. So, but I don't know where. I think I caught it here. lovely coworkers like to spread the love. So, yeah.
All right, when you're ready again, Rodney, I've fixed up my stuff.
Hold on, guys.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Matt North, as he likes us to think he flies. Now here, that's followed by Matt North as he actually flies.
Yeah, well, that's a Tiny Hawk too.
Yeah, and this is Matt's opinion of me when I fly.
We know who's hitting the thumbs down now, see? But he hit it twice.
I like the one you did with me.
I do too. That was good.
Dude.
I've had a bit of fun with that. I really have. But some of you have an awkward shaped face. You know, I've got to trim the jowls down a bit and whatnot before I import it into the app. But it's always worth it.
Oh, here we go.
My wife's family are still wondering where I got those videos, but it's keeping them in line.
Yeah. I bet it is.
So, Peter,
Hey, Ron, when are you off to work again? Sorry, Dennis, were you saying something?
No. The answer to the question is actually in the statement. Never mind. Sorry.
Okay.
2 hours, Matt.
Deputy.
I'm at the airport now. Like I said, we have a gym. The guys put together and we spent about $1,500 and got some gym equipment. So we just got it all set up, and now it's kind of nice on Saturday mornings. I can come in and work out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, right. Where were you? Remember, you used to get on the live, and you're on a exercise bike or something like that. Where was that?
That was at home.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the gym that you go to at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Right.
these patients don't get any lighter. That's why I keep working out. We had one the other day that almost didn't fit in the doors.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Yep.
What I find a little bit unusual though, Ron, is normally when people work out and they exercise, it shows.
I know. Hey, I'm old. You know, come on, give me an A for effort and trying.
You're doing all right, mate.
Ron, you can say you're on your 10th mile. See, we don't know. We could just say
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm on mile 16.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Top that one there, North.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt. Top back.
You've seen my golfing video, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
That's nothing, Ron. Hold his beer and watch this.
Yeah.
Ron does a marathon just before he goes to work. See.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? Oh my God.
Rodney,
Guys, I'm gonna hop off and get some breakfast. I'm gonna continue to watch, but I'll be listening in the background.
All right.
Okay, so
Hey, Mike.
we'll reserve comments about you then. John.
Yeah, there you go, Dennis. I know you would never say nothing bad, or nothing.
You're gonna listen.
That's my job. Yeah.
I'll be listening and watching.
All right.
Thanks for
See you,
being here.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, mate.
I take back all those things I said about you last night.
Yeah, I bet you do. He was cursing me really bad too. He was actually he had some tears and all sorts of stuff. Had a tantrum. Had to put him in the naughty corner. He reckons what happened was I sent an email like I do to everybody every week. It all goes out in one flat email. Ron's in the I told you why. I was
Yeah, because I sucked. I know. I don't send it to you, Harry. You suck.
Hey, Roger.
and anyway, he's in the chat having a bit of a cry that he didn't get and that's what I said. Don't be like Adrian and say you didn't get the link. You get the link, it goes out in the email every week like it always does. I don't do it separately. Anyway, he gives me tonight, blah, 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 blah. So I sent him a screenshot of all the names that I sent it to. Oh, lo and behold, there's Ron's. Oh, where's Ron's? Junk mail. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad Alston. Good morning, Roger. Good morning.
Hey,
Hey,
Brad.
you don't have, or Matt, you don't have to be me and say, "Oh, don't be like Adrian."
That is a bit harsh, man. I mean,
Mate,
is.
allow me, Matt, allow me. Come on, Ron. Don't be like Adrian.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's listening.
Now I can say to Adrian, don't be like Ron.
Don't be like Ron. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be like Adrian and have multitudes of absolutely beautiful kids when you're as ugly as sin.
Oh, that yeah, something's going on there.
I put the link back into the chat. If anybody wants to come on, please feel free to do so. I'm going to remove it here in about 20 seconds.
There's always joy in the Hope household when Adrian has another kid. You know, Uncle Chris loves another informant.
Yeah. Oh well, geez, I don't know how far that's away. The new one's popping out.
Yeah, he said he's coming out from South Dakota. Like, dude, you need to do that before that kid comes.
He'll never get a chance to do that if he doesn't.
Yeah.
Good morning, Art Co Drone Solutions. How you doing, Art?
Well, you know what? He sorry. You're right, Rodney?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just saying good morning to Art.
So what did you say about coming to South Dakota, Ron?
I said, Adrian said he's coming, but you're certainly going to beat him. He's going to be all jealous when you leave.
I'll be there in July.
I got so many places to show you, Dennis. I hope I can get a chance to show you everything.
That'd be sweet. I don't know if the motorcycle thing's going to work out. Having trouble
That's
getting
all right.
license. Yeah.
Oh, don't be silly. We'll get you a step ladder.
You don't have to put your arms around him, Dennis.
Yeah.
Who said
Dennis, if you
anything
got a
about
bike,
having to do that?
You could that put me off too. Don't worry about that.
Dennis, if you got a bike, we could start like our own TV show, kind of like the Wild Hogs, you know?
That'll do it.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's a great movie, isn't it?
Oh my God. That was hilarious.
I love that movie. It's funny as.
Everybody in there was good.
They all played a good part.
Hey, Mr. Cinematic, got a question for you.
Oh, who are you talking to? Dennis? Dennis? He's got a question for you, mate.
Yeah, right.
Hey, I got a new tool to the arsenal. I bought a Manfrotto fluid head for my tripod. Oh my gosh, that thing is so awesome! It's gonna change my videos completely.
They're going to be good now.
Yeah. There's no slack here.
You were
Wow.
for that, Matt.
Hey, when Matt goes away for 5 weeks and comes back, he comes back with a vengeance, doesn't he?
Swinging.
Well, you know, he's going to make up for all of that time away as well as his laxity.
Yeah, you didn't tell me I had to wear a flak vest before I came on this morning.
I didn't know, brother. I didn't know. I would have warned you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Hi, Art.
Oh, sorry, Ron. You know I'm only mucking around, Ron, but not really. They're terrible. No, what's the? Is it? Is it? You've used it? He's muted himself again.
He muted himself.
Ron, you muted
There
yourself.
we go.
There you go, mate.
Got to tie my
He knows,
shoe.
really knows how to work a camera, doesn't he? Oh, gee.
Well, he
Work it,
hasn't
baby.
he hasn't got the Manfrotto on that.
Yeah.
That's right.
I've only had it 2 days.
Yep.
But it's pretty awesome. It's just amazing how you can pan with that thing and how smooth it is versus a regular tripod head.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Does that make a difference when you're dealing with video and frame rate?
I'm still noticing with that camera when I got the frame rate down below like 130 a second, everything's kind of jumpy.
That's your shutter speed.
Or the shutter speed, rather.
Yeah.
But I said I haven't had enough time to play with, but what I've done so far, it's really awesome.
No, that's excellent, man. It takes time to experiment with new stuff. That's for sure, man.
One of the things I saw a guy did is, they have those big handles on them. A guy took a big rubber band and he tied it onto the handle, and he uses the rubber band to pull it, like when you're doing a panning shot. And I noticed that even makes a difference. So there's no jumping.
No, oh, that's not very nice.
Uh-oh. Who said something? I can't read the chat.
Hey, Ron, Mela said, Ron, you're going to need to take more antibiotics after Matt's venom.
Yeah.
I hope no one's taking me seriously.
I want to say good morning to Night Train. Good morning, Michael.
Well, none of us take us as seriously as you take yourself, buddy.
That's good, mate, because I don't really think about things before I say them, number one.
Me either. That's what I started thinking.
Yeah. No, that's good. No, that's excellent, Ron. I'll be really looking forward to seeing something out of that. You always get some pretty cool toys, and you muck around with that 360 with that last one you had.
Yeah, I cannot wait till this Oregon trip. About 3 weeks away, and we'll be gone probably about 10 days. Oregon, Washington. We're going just a few miles south of British Columbia.
Oh, Oregon, right? Okay.
Yeah, he's going to Oregon right the same time I'm going to South Dakota.
Are you kidding? Really? No. That's deliberate, isn't it, Ron? I know you.
I hate to tell you this, Dennis, but I think it is deliberate. I think Matt's right.
It is. It is. He goes, oh, sorry, I'm busy on that days.
But actually, I'm going to be there a week after I told him. So.
Sprung, Ron. Sprung.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Hey, Rodney, how about that Conquer yesterday coming to work?
Man.
South Dakota Rattlesnake 0, the Ford F-150 1, baby.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't even know South Dakota had rattlesnakes.
Oh, we do.
They went that far north.
They got electricity too.
Yeah, we got electricity and modern phones.
Wow. Wow.
They still got a wire on them.
Yeah, they're working on running water and flush toilets, but they're getting there.
We're working on that, Ari.
They still have outhouses, right?
Now, mate.
Hey, Mr. JRCs. Good morning, John. How you doing, buddy?
Going spaces. Dennis wins that round. Correct.
How big do you think that snake was?
Oh, he was a good 5-footer.
Wow.
Every critter, with the exception of a bear, I think I saw yesterday morning on the way up. One of my pilots, on his way up yesterday morning, he was somewhere behind me, hit a pheasant, and it almost completely took out his windshield.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, pretty bad. Oh,
it was even worse for the pheasant.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine so, yeah.
I don't know, Rodney, can you share that picture, those guys?
Yeah.
Of the snake?
I can. Let me
Hey, Ari, get a pheasants over there.
Yeah, I'm not saying a word. Not saying a word.
Scared of pheasants. I believe that.
What are we looking at that, Ari? What is that?
That's
you.
Oh yeah, swans, man.
How did you send that? You sent me that on text, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
All right. Well, it may take me a while then.
Cool.
That's all right. We understand, Rodney.
Well, if you'd sent it on Messenger, it would have been easier to share.
If you'd sent it by Morse code, he'd have it.
We're going to rename this weekly broadcast to Rodney's love channel.
Yeah.
This channel is so full of love. Can't you tell?
Rodney's loving. Yeah.
Yeah, I received most of it for some reason.
Yeah, are you feeling left out, Rod?
Let me make up for it. I am truly looking forward to spending time with you up there, Ron. I think that's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dennis. Can you live stream with a half decent cell phone signal?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, you need to talk this over with Mama, but we're going to have to get up at the crack of stupid. We'll drive over to Devil's Tower and we can do a live stream from there, right outside the park.
Just one piece of advice. Dennis, just one piece of advice, mate. Don't get in the off-road vehicle. Don't get
I've seen Art's picture.
Yeah.
So have I, but I think I'm going to go and look at it again.
Poor Art. Art, by the way, is in the chat. I don't know if you acknowledge him or not.
Hey, Art knows I'm an equal opportunity offender. I'll make fun of him when he's here or when he's not here.
Hey, Ari, I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that picture forever.
I want an 8x10 framed copy. I really do. Yeah, hey, listen, Art made a whole career out of laughing at himself. If I can't have a little chuckle, then things are bad.
You give me your address, I'll send you an 8x10.
Yo, go on, get in the off-road vehicle. Go to hell, Ron. Go to hell.
Oh, the look on his face was priceless. Now I'm going, he's going, ah!
All right, here we go.
South Dakota rattlesnake.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Some good meat there.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to look like that?
No, I saved his face, but he was about as friendly as a scorned woman.
Matt knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And I think I busted his rattles off because there was only a couple left on the end. Yep. The old F-150, Rodney.
And if you're wondering why he's just laying there like that, I don't know if you've ever tried to slither away with 247 slip discs.
That would be kind of hard to do, I'm sure.
You ruined his whole day, Ron.
Yeah. Was he still alive when you got there?
No.
What kind of a paramedic are you, Ron?
Smart one. I kept my distance.
Yeah, true.
Mouth to mouth coming up there, brother.
Those things don't let any little trivialities like actually being alive get in between biting you and not, you know?
Yeah. If I could tell you a quick little rattlesnake story, and I know Matt's going to take off with this one when I'm done, but last fall, I was out hunting in Wyoming with my hunter, and we were climbing this butte, and I got to the very top, and I went to step down. Something didn't feel right. I looked down. There's a darn rattlesnake. Stepped right on him. I jumped back, and I fell down the hill. Like, okay, I'm not hurt, and I'm not bit. But when I stood up, I walked a couple more feet, and we're looking for antelope. And I looked at my binoculars, and I see a camel. And I'm like, wait a minute. Did I hit my head?
Camel.
I'm looking through my binoculars. Like, wait a minute. I'm not in Baghdad. I'm in Wyoming. I see this giant camel, and sure enough, it was a real camel. Oh, apparently this guy. Yeah. It's
Yes, Mailer, it would need to be blessed by the rabbi before we could grill that one.
Actually thought, Ron, when you said that you were grabbing your binoculars and you had a look, you might have seen the drone in the tree that happened to be yours.
Yeah. Yeah, thank God I got that back.
Second time round.
So,
you got
Ron,
that back? I didn't know you got that back.
Not the one in Spearfish Canyon. It's still up there.
Oh, okay.
No,
The
the second one he got back.
The second one I got back.
Yeah, right. I remember that now.
And I want to say hi to Mickey Steve. Good morning, Steve, or good evening to you.
Hey,
hey, Steve. So,
I live
Ron,
on-
Laura, good morning.
Rod, you don't ever wear gaiters in snake country?
Ray Kelly has joined us.
No.
Ah,
You know, you just got to really be careful out there in the fall. Because when we hunt antelope and mule deer, it's all considered what they call high desert. And they're all over the place. And
Man, you know, gators are so damn uncomfortable. I always swore I'd never wear them, and I got called out for an unexploded ordnance job not far from here, and there was about 6 of us who were walking through the scrub with metal detectors, just sweeping, you know, in like a skirmish line, and I heard it
right.
before I saw it. You know, I heard this, and I looked up at about sort of like 25 feet from me, out of the grass is waist high. There's this head sticking up out of the grass looking at me, and it's an eastern taipan. You know, I'm just grabbing hold of two-way. The speaker might go, you know, snake, 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 snake. I'm walking. You can have it. Your bomb, your grenades. You keep them. And after that, funnily enough, the discomfort of the gators faded right away.
yeah. You set a land speed record in them.
Yeah, man, you're not joking. I made David Usain Bolt look like he had cerebral palsy.
Yeah, right.
They say they can run fast across land in a short distance. I've never seen one do that, but I hear they're pretty quick.
8 meters a second.
Bloody hell. Anti-venoms are expensive. Does Ron know how much? How much is anti-venom, Ron?
Oh, it's not cheap. Oh, thousands. It's
Here in
thousands.
Australia, we owe a lot to an Indian gentleman called Ram Chandra, who lived up here in Queensland. And from the 40s and 50s onwards, once a month, they used to bring up a couple of venomous snakes or mat and get them to bite him a few times. And they made most of the anti-venins we use here in Australia and some for the rest of the world out of, you know, studies from his blood.
Wow.
Unreal, eh?
I had
Crazy,
a mission one time back in Pennsylvania when I used to work. We got a call from a hospital. A guy was bit by a snake. And apparently they called all over the place. They finally found the correct anti-venom at the Baltimore Zoo. So we jumped in our helicopter, started flying towards Maryland, met up with the Maryland State Police, and we both landed in a field. The paramedic got out of the Maryland State Police helicopter. I got out of ours. He gave me the box, and away we went. But this guy had all kinds of poisonous snakes. Apparently, it was the most poisonous snake in the world, or next to it. But yeah, crazy.
What is the most poisonous snake in the world?
I don't know.
They're still arguing, but they do tell us that we have 23 of the world's 25 top here.
I believe it.
What's the most poisonous snake in the world?
I think it's coming up close. You know, there's a couple of the cobras in there, and the taipan, the coastal taipan of Australia, that's getting up there.
okay, I'm looking it up.
Inland taipan.
Yeah, there you go.
What's an inland taipan look
There you
like?
go. Inline.
Apparently, they're pretty large.
Well, I should be able to tell you, Dennis, but I was running in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Want to share that, Rodney?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Yikes.
Wow.
Neurotoxins, mix of toxins which cause hemorrhaging. Oh, Jesus, not very nice.
That's the inland or western taipan, right?
Wow.
That's the inland taipan. Eastern brown snake. Look at that, number 2, Ari.
Now,
And the baby.
Both of those can be found within 10 kilometers of here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Along with
brown
the death adder, the red-bellied black, and all sorts of other little fellas.
Want to know something stupid? We used to catch the baby brown snakes down in the bloody gullies where we used to live when we were kids. You know, fun and games. Idiots.
And the babies are worse because the adults they can choose whether or not to envenomate you or how much. The juveniles can't.
So that's what happened to you, Matt?
Yeah, a bit of damage. Mate. I didn't fall off a motorbike. Coastal.
The first encounter I ever had with a rattlesnake, I was 12 years old. My dad took me to California, and me and one of my cousins went out there, or went camping while we were out there, and we were at these lakes called Otay Lakes, and we were on one side of the dam on this point, and we were right at the top of it, and a couple of my cousin's other cousin, that's not my cousin, it's hard to explain. Anyway, him and his friend, they were both in college, and they're the ones that took us camping. And they were down by the water, and me and Brian, my cousin, started walking down the hill. And all of a sudden, one of the guys said, "Stop, don't move." And they told us to look about 10 feet to our right, and there was this rattlesnake. And, man, it was huge. Yeah, it had to have been a good 5-6 feet.
I'm having a quiet laugh here, Rodney, because at best, Tom O'Sullivan has left the stream, and at worst, he's standing on the other side of his desk screaming hysterically because there are no snakes in Ireland.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we had already pitched our tents and stuff, so we climbed back up, and on the way back up the hill, we saw about 5 more rattlesnakes. So we broke our camp down. We cautiously went down the hill, went across the dam, and when we got to the other side of the dam, there was a sign that says, "Do not enter, rattlesnake infestation." And we just kind of all looked at each other and goes, "Oh boy, we were lucky." But that's the first time I'd ever seen a rattlesnake.
How do rattlesnakes stack up, Rodney, in the US? Are they amongst the most venomous snakes in North America?
Yes, they are.
Are copperheads worse, Rodney?
They're
more aggressive.
I'm not exactly sure which one. Let me look it up real quick.
See, that's you guys in the US cheat. You know, if snakes were gangsters, right? You're a rattlesnake, he warns you. He like jumps out with a switchblade and says, "You don't want any of this, man. You don't want me. Stay away." Our snakes in Australia, they're the little punks that just jump out of the alley and hit you without any warning, you know?
Mug you.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, this doesn't actually list them as which one is most venomous, but we have the copperhead, we have the cottonmouth, yellow-bellied sea snake, timber rattler. I saw a 6-foot timber rattler once. That was in Oklahoma.
I think that was a prairie rattler that I encountered yesterday. Yeah, the copperheads here are like the Australian snakes. They're very aggressive, and they'll sit around the corner in the back alley. And I used to fish back in Pennsylvania, and the copperheads would come off the embankment and come right across the water at you, and you had to shoot them. So,
you know what? Brown snakes will do that too in the River Murray when you're skiing. You fall off, you know, blah blah blah, waiting for the boat to come back around. And you'll see a head. You'll see a head coming at you. Those bloody things.
Hey, Ron, Ray Kelly says that you would love it where he is. There's a bird sanctuary on the island across from them.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Ron loves bird sanctuaries, but they get a bit agitated when they see a shotgun.
Yeah. Yeah, when they see my drone too. Of course, that little Tweety bird a couple weeks ago will not live to tell the tale.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool watching them explode.
Okay, so a yellow belly sea snake is number 10. A tiger rattlesnake is number 9. Massassagua rattlesnake is number 8. A copperhead is 7. Coral snake is 6. Cottonmouth is 5. A Mojave rattlesnake is 4. Timber rattler is the 3rd. Western diamondback is the 2nd. And the eastern diamondback is supposed to be the most venomous in the United States.
Wow.
Hey, Paul Murray. Hey, Jack Sparky Fron. So, welcome to Rodney's Snake Channel.
Yeah. We
Jack.
talked about snakes, kangaroos, camels, everything but drones.
No, we talked about the drone, when the bird hit the drone and annihilated it. It sounded like a buzzsaw.
It sounded just like that. It was so cool.
The bird didn't think so.
Hey, what's happening?
The only thing I regret is not setting up the Osmo Action on a tripod as I climbed that tree. I was scared to death. But I'm like, I'm not leaving without this drone.
If you'd have died, Ron, can you imagine how many hits you would have got on your channel?
Oh, dude.
Should have live streamed it. Oh,
you mean death streamed it?
Yeah. Oh my God.
I was looking at the Darwin Awards recently, and apparently the one from this year, that person was live streaming his climb up Mount Fuji in regular clothes in the wintertime.
Regular clothes in the wintertime?
Yeah, you get a few of them. Like there was that woman who was famous for climbing mountains in lingerie and high heels. It went really well for her until last year sometime. We're still waiting for her to come back and tell us how that last one went.
Yeah. That's not appropriate footwear, is it?
That's right. Yeah.
His fall was live streamed, Rodney.
I'm sorry?
His fall was live streamed.
Oh. Hey, MGE Small Town Flyer, welcome to the chat. Russell Glarum, good morning. Again.
Hey, Dennis.
Yes, sir.
I even went out and bought a brand new grill last week just for you.
Wow.
I'm like, I got you and a couple other folks coming, and this summer my charcoal grill just wasn't doing it. I'm like, that's it. And I'll tell you what, have a little sticker shock out there at the hardware store. Grills are not cheap.
No, they're not.
Woo. So, but we got a new grill. I tested it out the other day. Thing is awesome. Really cooked things fast.
Great.
So
looking forward to it.
Man, I might have to make a trip to. Hey, when are you coming over, mate? Ron?
Am I allowed in the country?
Well, no, obviously not.
We'll sneak you in.
Hey,
Tim got in.
Hey, guys, Tomas wanted me to share something with you guys.
Uh-oh. This has got to be good.
As soon as I remember how to do it.
Mayla wants you to stop, Ron. You're making her tired.
Oh.
Just keeps going.
And you know the one thing, Dennis, I really want to do, and this is very simple. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
No, thank you.
That's not what you want to do, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's all about.
I don't know either.
He's probably saying, if I can get these, a snake doesn't scare me at all.
That's a python, isn't it?
No, or is it?
Yeah, it's a python.
Yeah,
It's got
that's a python. That's got to be a python.
look at the head on it. They're different as a python. You still don't want to get bit by one.
That's not a python. That is not a python.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wait a minute. No, it wasn't. Hang on a minute.
Have a look at it.
I've caught plenty of pythons. That is not a python.
He had a bit of a thick body, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he was thick. Good eating. He had plenty of. Have a look at the top. Have a look at the top left-hand side of the screen. What does it say?
Rattlesnake.
Damn.
Well, that didn't look like a rattlesnake to me.
No.
Boy.
Hey,
Yeah,
Rob.
actually,
Oh,
it does.
the tail. There
Look
you
at the
go.
tail.
What a mong. Why would you be had? Nah. That looks like a bloody. Actually, no. Pythons have got a different skin.
You know,
That's not the first time Rodney's heard that. You know, that
that's
doesn't look like a
I
rattlesnake.
bet that's a timber rattler.
Wow.
Oh, mate. And that bloke's
Hey,
his
Rod-
lunch.
Yeah. Hey, Rodney, here's the aftermath of a South Dakota pheasant on a windshield.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Oh.
It looked like he got it replaced already, huh?
No.
Now I see it.
Too
Yeah.
much reflection, yeah.
They usually
hang
got
on a
no
minute.
tracks in them when they're replaced.
And you know what,
Wow.
Ron? You know what the
Wow.
last thing that went through that pheasant's mind was, don't you?
Yeah, his ass.
I was hoping you'd pick that one. I'm thinking to myself, do they tell that joke in America? Well, we'll find out.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
So what is it you want to do that's simple, Ron?
We are going to just sit out on the front porch on one of the evenings, have a glass of wine, and just sit there, and we'll compare sitting in South Dakota in the summer with no humidity, no bugs, compared to sitting in Georgia on a Saturday night with all your humidity and all your bugs. I mean, it's unbelievable the remarkable difference you'll see.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sit on that back balcony and drink heaps and heaps of wine, and then fly all of Ron's drones.
Yeah. Then we'll go four-wheeling.
Dennis just canceled his ticket, I think.
I'm doing that now, yeah.
Dennis says, "No way."
I'm driving. Yeah.
This calls for a T-shirt. You know, I went off road with Ron Lockwood and survived.
Yeah, but it's a little big sure to order that.
It comes with a matching set of underwear stenciled. I didn't.
Hey, Christopher C. Good morning.
Oh,
Dennis, we
God.
will have to do a live from the four-wheeler. That's a must. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I'm getting all kinds of ideas in my mind.
I'm in.
You do realize, Ron, that if I ever come to America and you and I get together, we're probably going to get arrested.
Probably. That's all right.
Yeah, cool.
But the first thing I'm doing, buddy, is taking you four-wheeling.
That's cool. Not a worry. We'll bring Matt so that we can just point at him and say it was his idea.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing is, I've had more than one incident on that four-wheeler with guests. Last summer, a buddy of mine that I used to fly with in California called me and said, "Ron, I'm coming to Rapid City for business." And he had one day off, and he says, "Hey, let's get together." And I'm like, "I got the perfect idea." So him and a bunch of nurses were working at the hospital, like 2-hour shifts. They were demoing a new product. So he comes out to my house at noon. I check weather. Everything is fine. And the sky is crystal blue. We're an hour into the ride. And one of the places I want to take you and your wife, Dennis, this little hole-in-the-wall hamburger joint. It's about an hour from my house through the trails. And we get up to this place. And one of the last things I said to him, I said, "Dude, you're going to love this. You're going to have the time of your life today." We get up to this hamburger joint. We sit down for 5 minutes, and I look up at the sky, and I'm like, "Oh, my gosh." And one of the things the pilots here had taught me by looking at radar is when you can tell that there's tornadoes or the high potential. I'm like, dude, we got to get out of here. He goes, we haven't eaten yet. And I'm like, we need to leave. I told the waitress, I said, if our food is not here in the next 1 to 2 minutes, we're out of here. She hurry up. She brings our burgers over. We gobbled them down. We got not even a quarter of the way home, and it hit. We had 2 tornadoes that touched down about 5 miles from us. Oh my gosh, we're in 100-mile-an-hour winds, hail the size of baseballs. I actually got up underneath this one hemlock tree. He looks over at me. He said, "You idiot! You told me this is going to be the time of my life today."
It is. It is. What did he expect?
What?
Yes.
A new
Time of
experience.
his life.
It could be the last time of his life. Yeah.
If you go on my YouTube channel, I think it's titled Devastation in Spearfish Canyon, and it's the aftermath of that double tornado. It was bad.
Catchy title, Ron. Sounds like a Western.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Have you got a channel, Ron? What's your channel name, mate?
Ouch.
Yeah, Matt. And whenever you and I leave the stream, Matt, they're talking to each other saying, "Can you believe some of the things those Aussies say?"
Oh, look, we have a laugh. No one takes anyone seriously. Hey, Ron.
Yeah. Where's Adrian when I need him?
I know.
Take some of the heat.
You
Did
don't
he
get
show
it
up
too
on your
often,
show,
Ron.
Matt?
Sorry.
Did he show up on your show?
Very, very briefly, yes. He was eating.
You could call it that.
Yeah, and then he was doing the dishes. And then
Was he dressed?
he was this time, yes.
Fortunately.
And he wore his sheriff's hat, so he didn't pull out the guns.
Needs a help. Needs a help.
He didn't pull the guns out. And then he disappeared, and that was the last of it. So, yeah. I don't know what he was eating, but it was crunchy.
Yeah. He's getting ready for daddy daycare.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Train saying he can't find Ron on YouTube anywhere.
RL Photography.
And I said his channel name is just Ron, so I think that's
all my 100% supporters.
Don't you feel loved, Ron?
I do. Why do you think I come on this channel, Rodney?
I just thought you were a glutton for punishment.
Well, that too. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Hey, Joe Blaylock, welcome to the chat. Good morning.
For any of you who don't know, I wonder if this will stay in the chat. Actually, this will be interesting. There's Ron. Oh, you did. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Brad Austin posted it too.
There you go. You know, if you basically if you've got absolutely nothing else to do, go check out Ron's channel.
And there's 3 links there, people, so there's no excuse. Everyone's got to subscribe 3 times.
3 times. Yeah, yep. You can use some of those accounts you've got, Ari.
The ones that leave you the thumbs down.
Yes, there's the ones.
You read what Daddy at 13 said? Had to get some housework done. LOL. Kim is a slave driver, laughing out loud, changing bedding, sorting out the washing while she's doing her nails, hair, and makeup.
He sounds like a well-trained husband.
That does.
Wow. Wow.
And I'm not sure if he wanted me to actually flash that up live, but I thought I would anyway.
He wrote it.
He wrote it. It's in the chat, so
that's it. It's public property right? Now.
He wrote
public property now, Kev.
So there you go.
Yeah.
It's your property.
Oh dear.
Well, Ron, you look a bit winded there, Ron. None of us. We're not even a little bit tired.
My lungs. I need to cough up some. I still got stuff in my lungs, but I'm trying to keep them worked. So because that's the worst thing you can do is just let them, you know.
Considering how you looked just yesterday, you know, I'm amazed that you're up and on your feet at all.
Well, I mean, he was on the live stream last Saturday, and he looked like he was dead.
Yeah, it did.
How do you tell the difference?
I was waiting for either you or Matt. Like, what do you do?
Matt and I have a secret signal, a little tell, you know, which is basically your turn, mate.
Look, actually, I don't know if it's the lighting, but he looks a bit yellow.
Yeah, it is the lighting.
Look a little bit yellow.
I don't know about that, mate. I think you're still crook.
Yep, sitting here at work.
Those lights don't look very yellow, mate. Look, he's reflecting onto the ceiling.
It's his shining personality.
It is. It is.
All right, guys, it's near enough to 11 p.m. my time. It's time for me to go and spend a bit of family time. Thanks for having us in, Rodney, and painting everybody else up as a target. I've enjoyed that. Thanks, everybody, for not dodging and weaving so that I could hit the target.
Hey, Ari.
Yes, mate.
Get me that address, buddy. I'll get you that 8x10.
Done deal. It's a done deal. I will. Thank you very much. So, yeah, thanks for having us, Rodney. Dennis, Ron, Matt, everybody in the chat. Thanks for keeping me company. And if not before, I'll see you all a week from now.
All right. Tell the family hello for me.
I'll give you a phone call the next day or two, Matt. Cheers, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
See you. Bye. Oh, I've got to change my number. Shit.
All right, Rodney, I got to keep my workout going. So,
all right, buddy.
Thanks for having me on.
Try and get rid of that yellow.
Yeah, thanks for the abuse. And Dennis, I'll be talking to you soon. And,
Sounds good. Great to see you.
Good seeing you, Ron. Take care, brother.
Did you eat a banana for lunch?
Did I?
Yeah, I don't know, mate. You might be a chameleon, actually, because if you touch a banana, you turn yellow.
Bye.
Bye.
See you, mate.
Buying books.
Oh, man.
That's an interesting look.
Yeah, so this is a good show today.
It is a good show.
Can't pick on anyone now. I mean,
so
Dennis is exempt for the rest of his life because
I want to share something here real quick.
I'm exempt from what?
I said I can't pay out on anyone now, but you're exempt for the rest of your life because you did something nice for me.
Yeah, but one time, that can be forgotten easily.
It will never be forgotten, Dennis.
But Ray Kelly and Charlie Mafia.
Charlie.
Now I understand what he meant about Charlie flying inside his Tucson. I'm trying to think Tucson. That's a place in Arizona. So now I understand.
It's in a song. Yeah.
I actually just saw this message. So,
what song is that, Dennis? You'll know. Tucson, Arizona. Something like that.
Tucson in my rearview mirror by no. I don't know what you're thinking of.
Now, for some reason, I'm thinking Beatles. Get Back. Do they mention Tucson, Arizona in that?
No, you're thinking Eagles.
Winslow, Arizona.
Oh, no, you said Tucson, Arizona. Or is it Winslow? Were you thinking
Winslow in the Eagles song?
It was the Eagles, actually. That's the song I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona, 20 men, or 7 women on my mind.
2 that want to own me, 2 that want to stone me, and 1 she says a friend of mine.
4 that want to own me, 2 that want to
stone me.
Is that right? That doesn't sound right. And 1 says she's a friend of mine. Yeah.
Yeah. He's been reading my diary.
It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford slowing down to take a look at me.
Yeah.
That's excellent. All right. Well, I'm going to roll too, guys. Thank you very much for having me.
Matt, you're always welcome, brother. I'm good to see you back.
Yeah,
Hey, Sean,
man.
Mr. Crowley. It is nice to see you, Matt.
Hey, Mr. Crowley.
Oh, how you going? Just got back from Phoenix Sunday. Oh, nice, mate. Oh, Phoenix.
Yeah, old Brad, he was out there in Arizona doing a tour thing. He was all over Arizona.
You talking about Brad Alston was?
Yeah, Brad Alston.
Huh. Oh yeah, just got back from Phoenix.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and Chris Sunrise Water Media says it was Get Back. That mentions Tucson, Arizona.
There you go. I thought so. Huh.
Really?
Anyway, thanks, Chris, music mogul. Good, love that. I'm surprised Dennis Lovelady let me down. I thought you would have known that. I thought you would have known that.
That's right.
Well, Matt, try not to hold that against him.
Well, it's going to be tough, but yeah.
Well, take account into his age, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pull out the age card.
Pull that
Anytime
one.
I get in trouble.
Yellow card, Rodney, warning. All right. That's terrible. It's not a red card. You're still right to continue.
All right. Well,
you can kick me whenever you like, Rodney. You know that.
Well, you're saying you want me to kick you, huh?
No, you probably will now. But I'll say goodbye first before you do. All right. Hey.
Matt, you know I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh, dear. Oh, good stuff. Hey, thanks very much. Great seeing you
again, brother.
Yeah,
nice to see you too. Goodbye.
Absolutely. And I'll catch you again pretty soon. Hey, kind of guessing.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. You have a fantastic weekend, won't you, boys? And everyone in the chat.
How can we miss him if he won't go away?
I'm going.
Well, Dennis, I guess I'll go ahead and call this one.
All right, sir. It's been great spending time with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks
I enjoy it every Saturday. I may go pop into my truck and go out to an RC field out here. Jackson Jackson RC was telling me about it.
Yeah.
It's just down the road here too. So
cool. 45 minutes away. So do it.
Yeah. I'll go out there and see if there's anybody flying and just watch. I won't probably do any flying because they'll be flying airplanes probably.
Fun times. I've never been to one of those. So
when I was stationed in Mare Island, I used to take my kids to John F. Kennedy Park there in Napa, California. They have an RC airfield there.
Oh yeah.
And that's where I saw somebody flying a helicopter for the first time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And the guy apparently was a beginner because he had these counterweights on it to help keep it steady.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty cool. So anyway. All right, Dennis. Well, you have a good day, brother.
Thanks, you too. Great to see you. Bye-bye.
Right. Drones 863. Hey, buddy. Good to see you in. Unfortunately, I'm ending the stream now, but glad you could make it at least to say good morning. Anyway, everybody, y'all take care. Thanks for being in the chat. I do appreciate it. Don't forget tomorrow morning, Sunday sunrise, starting with Drone Bum, coming to me here in Virginia, then going to Georgia for Dennis Lovelady, then off to Arkansas and Texas for Fly Natural and Chris Hope. And y'all take care. Have a great day and love y'all. Bye now.